What's happening, family? It's me, your boy Trap Vision 3D, and I'm back. I know I've been off for a little bit, but you know, we had some terrible stuff happen, man, for your boy, man. We had work, and I lost somebody very special to me, man, this past week. So I really haven't had the motivation to do these videos, but I'm back, and today we're going to discuss that, my absence, and we're going to talk about, family and watches, all right? And some of the people that talk about Invicta. Yeah, and that means all of us, you know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, man, y'all know what it is, man. Somebody hit that like, man. So, what's happening, family? It's me, man. I'm back. Your boy, your favorite nephew, Trap Vision 3D. So, let's jump off into it, man. Ain't gonna waste no time. I lost my great aunt this past week. Went to her funeral, and it was like, took the wind out of my sails, man. Really, the week was rough, just trying to deal, and, that and work and the other stuff that was going on. But that was like the worst of my week. But one of the reasons why I, because I hadn't planned on doing a video I was going to, take some time off. It was really her, though, you know what I'm saying? Because after listening to everybody talk about, my aunt and all the greatness and the things she provided for the family, I said, you know what? I'm going to get back on here. And I had planned on doing it yesterday, but I fell asleep. I was tired. But yeah, let's get off into that. There's family. So I had the opportunity while I was off in my hiatus from the show, was looking at reviews, looking at the comments, peeping out some of you guys on Invicta Holics, Invicta Cruisers, all the watches you guys been posting, all the Instagram stuff, and this is what I came up with. A lot of you guys absolutely love Invicta, but there's a group, there's a community that says, "Hey, Invicta's trash." We've been through this before. We're not going to go down the road of, throwing mud and stuff like that. But I will say this. That's something that is not included when you're rating the watches. And I'm just, I'm not telling a reviewer or influencer how to do their show. They do what they want to. But I will say there are a few of them that have so many people. There's some guy that just hit like 125,000 subscribers, man. And that's awesome. That's awesome. And he has like great information on watches and stuff like that. I haven't really seen him like downgrade Invicta and stuff. I mean, he has his opinion on them, but there are people that follow him that will trash talk Invicta, and I can't understand that you have such an influence on the people that watch. You're not giving everybody the opportunity to make a decision, a proper decision. And that's not saying that Invicta is the best decision to make, but let's think about, why do we collect watches? Why do we collect anything? For that example, for that matter. I was watching this show called Dropping Cash on on Netflix. Crazy, man. These cats are throwing like money at everything. You know what I'm saying? Spending hundreds of $1,000s either on cars or like when it comes to the jewelry. Then also got into the GQ. And this is where they were in the jewelry, the mouthpieces, the watches and stuff like that. And they're dropping crazy loot, $25,000, $55,000, $100,000. That's way above my pay grade. I'm thinking, even if I was in that position to where I can drop, $100,000 on a watch, I would get multiple. I would get multiple. That's just me. As a collector, as you see here, I have, let me pull this forward. I have a few Invicta in here, man. And number one, let me pick this one up first. I grabbed this one first for a reason. This is the number one watch that when people do rate watches online and they're not Invicta people, or they don't care for the brand, this is the only watch that they say, hey, I'll consider because it's an homage watch and it looks closer to, Submariner. And this particular piece right here, I mean, it's a Jason Taylor, has a few diamonds in it, one at the 12, one at 6, and at the 9 o'clock. I reviewed this watch before, at least showed it before. So with that watch, that's the number one. That's the go-to, and that's just a different style. That's not the colorway that they normally go with. They either go with the gold or the two-tone or the silver. This one right here is an Ocean Ghost. This is another Pro Diver, and it seems like that's the go-to when people are reviewing Invicta. They'll go to these pieces right here. Another automatic, 25 jewel, NH35A. And again, this one right here was a bargain find. I got this for like 25 bucks, man. I got this from a pawn shop. But the point I'm making is, this is a piece that I wanted in my collection. I was like, okay, I like that. It's an Invicta, and I know Invicta had, you know what I'm saying, there's a quality behind it that, you know, you can't deny. Now here's something completely different. This right here is from the character series. This is Peanuts. Snoopy. Everybody knows Snoopy, right? You got him in there. Woodstock. Would this be considered a watch that you will wear? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that like the character watches. But again, I just feel like when we're making decisions, or if we have the opportunity to say, hey, let me check this watch out and see if it's worth anything before I make a unbiased decision and tell everybody, hey, these watches are trash. Consider this stuff. Now check this out. Boom. That's how you deploy this clasp on here. But this right here is part of the artist's design. This is an Invicta, shaped like a TV, like one of them old school TVs. This is a 42 millimeter. The smallest watch I have in my collection. Yeah, who would have thought? Your boy got a 42 millimeter. My wife bought me this watch, man, and I like this bad boy. This thing's got plenty of compliments. Now on the larger side of the spectrum, you guys seen this before. It's that Punisher. Coalition Force, right? Look at both of those. This is a Venom on this side, and this is a 52 millimeter, and this thing dwarfs it. But again, I just said a number that will be considered heinous in the watch world, in the watch community, because they like, man, 52 millimeter, 63 millimeter, that's not a watch. That's stupid. Why would I even do that? Well, Invicta did it because there's a number of people that like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It matches what you wear, or it makes you feel better. Or like there's some of the bigger guys, like I got a 7.5 inch wrist. I'm not as big as some other guys, but I still like the bigger watches. Here's a conversation piece for you right here. Can't deny this, whether you watch NFL or not. And you don't have to be a Bears fan. You know, I know they got their butts whooped the other day. I was a little upset. But, dude, this is a Bears NFL watch done by Invicta, all right? It's not a number limited, but they don't have any more of these right now, from what I know. They may bring some more out in this style, but this is a conversation piece. This is something that if you bought this and gifted this, like if you bought it as a gift for somebody, that person won't forget it. You know what I'm saying? This right here, look at the crystal on there. Look how big the crystal sits off. Hydromax. And this was based off a rendition that Rolex did. Rolex had a watch that was as thick as this, man. It's like a deep diving watch. And what I'm doing, guys, is just showing you different styles. This is a leather band. This is Tonywhoa S1. I'm just giving you guys different styles, so when people rate these watches, man, they're not really given the different variety. And I've even heard some of the reviewers online saying, who has so many lines? And I believe Invicta has like 18 different lines that they have. You know what I'm saying? From Pro Diver to Sabakwa series to Grand Octanes, Sea Hunters, you know, what have you. But they have something for everybody, and it's been working for them. But the number one thing that they don't rate, the amount of people that are attracted to it, that really enjoy talking with each other, conversing about watches, conversing about what's coming up. It's a brotherhood or sisterhood. There's a bond. I have literally connected with so many different people, man. It's a networking scene too, because One person be like, hey, you know what, I need this. There's a young man on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, scrap straps. Yet to use them, and I am going to use them. Hey, and I do apologize, guys, because I was actually supposed to send a watch to him to get back so you can see his work. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it like on the forums, but everybody's not connected. Another reason why I do this channel, because there are people here in Indianapolis. I met people down in Georgia that's never heard of this community. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, that value hasn't been collected. Now, there's a YouTuber that says, hey, you know what, I don't care what you collect, whatever brings you to watches, I'm cool with. But at the same time, he follows somebody that absolutely hates Invicta, and they had a running joke about it, you know. But whatever brings you into watch collecting, I'm gonna put it to you like this. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this challenge, because the love that you guys showed me on the cruise back in 2018 had me fired up, man. I was like, dude, I talked to so many different people, man. That's crazy. You know, and these people, not saying that everybody's going to be perfect for you to talk to or like this perfect fit, but for the amount of people I've been talking to and influenced by over this past few years, like Mike and Courtney, two of the finest folks ever, man. Like, we discuss and talk stuff, you know, like we talk more than just watches, man. We talk about family stuff, like I know their kids, their health, you know what I'm saying? I was watching how they were doing, like they were getting in shape and whatnot. And John, the phone guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys knew this or not. He just had a recent back surgery, man. Now he's up and about, getting on about his business. How do I know these things? Because I collected a watch, something I wanted to do, seeking after, and I found a friend along the way, you know, and he's in a different city, you know. So the point I'm making is that value has not been considered in rating Invicta as a whole. Now, what does that have to do with your pockets? Well, you have to do the research to see where you want your watch to come from. You want to see, hey, if I'm going to spend $200, what am I going to get? Well, that's part of what we do here, man, because you have John, the phone guy, has, you know, Invicta specs. He got stuff on there where you can, if it's something that you want to know about it, the descriptions and specifications of the watch, go to his channel. We got Tommy Big Time, man. It's over there, man. He's Grand Octane. He's a King Octane. If you like the bigger watches, he got them on there. But he also displays other collectors' collections. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you get to see everything. You know, you like, if you got a question, all you got to do is ask. We're all connected. So you'll see their links to their channels in here. Even if you're not subscribed to me, you like, hey, you know what? I want to bypass this lifestyle channel and I want to go to Tommy Big Time. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the community. But you take it for what it's worth, man. All I'm saying is, if you're going to be talking about this thing, let's talk about its entirety. Shout out to my man Weez, you know what I'm saying, Mete and I. If you ain't following their channel, again, you missing out. And that's not all about watches, man. That's like their marriage and their weight loss surgery and stuff like that. Man, it's all kind of stuff, and we're all connected. You might see him, I just saw a video he posted. He had this fresh sabak on. Man, I almost went down, Weez, I almost came to you and cut your arm off to get that thing. Boy, that thing was beautiful, man. Chromed out. Whew. But, again, this is what we do. So, when you talking Invicta, you talking family. Point blank, period. You buy your first Invicta, you buying into family, man. I got family members all over the place. Man, I got them in Cali. I got them down in Texas. I got them in New York. You know what I'm saying? I got them Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, man. You name it, we there. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So, with that being said, family, I'm going to go ahead and here because I believe Power Play is about to start if it hadn't started already. And I'm about to look at some watches and conversate with some of you guys online. You feel what I'm saying? So, your boy's back, feeling better. You know what I'm saying? Taking one day at a time, and that's what I'm telling you to do. Take it one day at a time. Collecting confidence, collecting peace. Don't let nobody deter you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take care of yourselves. You feel what I'm saying, man? Y'all be blessed. Yeah, boys, hell.